My name is Kavian and welcome to my channel called Healer 888. That's Healer with 3 8 at the end. Here in this channel, I'll be sharing some interesting information and synchronicities that I felt led to share, and I also believe the Creator, the universe, and Spirit speaks to me through numbers and synchronicities. Now, just so you know, I'm not a financial advisor and there's no financial advice. Try and discern any information as best as possible. The Creator, Spirit, and the universe will take care of the rest, in my humble opinion. I also say follow your own intuition, and you'll also know what's for you. And if it's meant for you, it'll resonate with you. Okay? So what you're looking at right now, this is a vehicle which is in London, in the UK, because I'm in the UK. So what you're currently looking at is a vehicle which has a license plate, a driver's license plate of XRP. Okay, right. One would say, is it a coincidence? Now, I mentioned earlier about synchronicities, how Spirit, the universe, speaks to me through synchronicities, you know. So that's one vehicle. Okay, let's go to another one. XRP. Coincidence? Okay, let's take a look at this one. What does that say? XRP. Well, surely we can't see another one. Well, let's take a look again. What does that say? XRP. It gets even deeper. Another one? Okay. Alarm bell starts ringing a long time ago. Okay. And another one. XRP. Do you see that? Oh, and there's also another one. XRP. Could this be a coincidence, or is it a synchronicity? Now, this happens, basically, I'll give you a story on how the whole thing happened, and I'll give you a backdrop of what happened. Yeah, so how it all started was in 2000 and was it 19? I believe 2019, the ending of 2019. It was in 2019 when I felt like I needed a change. I believe some would call it the awakening. I believe I went through that process in terms of what's been awakened within me. There are some things that I wanted to change about me. I'm not gonna act like I was the most innocent person. No way, no, not at all. I'm just a normal person, pretty much as anyone else out there. But what I can say is I felt like I wanted a change. I wanted better. I didn't like the way I was, living my life, in a sense. I wanted to be honest. I wanted to be truthful. I just don't want to live a certain way anymore. Not anymore, but I feel like the darkness that was up on the earth, and obviously also I do believe that genetically we carry some traits genetically, from probably past lifetimes, and etc. So throughout that time, I literally felt like in 2019 I've come to a decision where I want to change. for myself. I wanted to better myself in growth. There's a spark within me that just felt like, okay, I need to change. I need to dig deep within me, and so anyway, I literally stopped. Well, I sort of stopped working. I think it was the COVID time at that time came in, and I just work got short, and I basically said, okay, if that's the case, this has sort of led me to stay indoors and work on myself, you know what I mean? So upon doing so, I just decided, okay, here we go. So I felt led to stay indoors and look for income in another way. I knew about crypto before 2019, but I didn't actually go into it. I knew about crypto since about 2012, but I didn't go into it basically. Anyway, cut long story short, I am trying to make this short as possible, and then I can move on to some other points and some other interesting synchronicities and numbers, and how the universe and the creator speaks to me through numbers, and try and tie everything all together basically. So like I said, I stayed in 2019 and just decided, okay, let's look for a different way of income. I divulged into crypto in 2000, and I think it was 2000 and about 20 when I really actually got into it, or late 2019, one of them. But when I got into it, it was just a case of, okay, I'm gonna see if I can make some sort of income here, not really looking at anything beyond that kind of thing. So basically I just got into it, and I thought, okay, let me try and see what this crypto is all about basically. So how you normally watch a few videos and go through some YouTubes and sort of look at things, and I always think when you're in tune with the right frequency, you're guided to the videos or audios, and whether books or those materials, you're guided in a sense, and not all will resonate with you, some will, and the right ones will, based on your frequency, on your direction and where you want to go. That's my humble opinion. I was watching videos, and I think I watched one video, just how to open wallet or whatever, and but anyway, I felt led to start watching videos. I've got led to some truthers, some people that I believe, in my humble opinion, are of the creator, and they're all basically all pushing the truth, and want good for the people, and for humanity. So in my humble opinion, I got led to, some of you lot will know these people that I'll be naming, like JC from Beyond Mystic, Uncle Cliff High, may her soul rest in peace, Michelle White Dove, Dick Halgaya from Crypto Viewing and the guys there, Sister Sharon from Now Daily Bread, was Janine Terabyte Janine as well, yeah, quite a lot. Tom Numbers, he does Gomantia, JSnip4, my brother there, JSnip4 with Uru Dude, and also brother Drew Wyatt, brother Keith from iTone Entertainment, you know, Michelle Fielding. And of recently, I've come across, pretty much within the last year or so, well, those people that I've just mentioned is probably about 3 years ago I've been with these sort of people, or more. In terms of late, within the last year or so, I've started to aligned and notice that word, aligned with like Currency 365, Rosalind Solomon, also a few yeah, so there's a few others, also including Dr. Maria Conwell as well. Yeah, but what really strikes me is the mere fact of you know, when I mention things will resonate with you, so when you tend to listen to these, you know, people, or some will call them influencers, you know, I call them, you know, my tribe. I call them, you know, I'm a part of, you know, the tribe, and that's of Christ consciousness, in my humble opinion. So, you know, but I just believe most of these people here are basically saying something, you know, that interconnects, pretty much, put it that way. But one that resonates with me was in 2019 or 2020, early 2020. It is JSNIP 4. JSNIP 4, when I started to listen to JSNIP 4 from Realist News, he was the main person that sort of, him and Woo Dude helped me in terms of, you know, sort of being a sort of spiritual teacher, and, you know, guiding me and pretty much many others on this journey. So listening to JSNIP 4, I got led to his channel, you know, and just pretty much compelled to listen to him. And, you know, he wanted to do good, and, you know, he just wanted the best for humanity, as far as I'm concerned. You know, a really good guy that wears his heart on his sleeve, pretty much. I believe I have something in common there as well with him. So I got led to that, to his channel, and, you know, became familiar with you know, his teachings, and became familiar with a lot of the spiritual, you know, development stuff as well. And not only that, but things that in the normal world, economically, I believe it's a case where he was mentioning stuff that I was pretty much thinking the same, or, you know, sort of resonate with me on the same level, same frequency. So what we do then, JSNIP 4 was on, you know, basically from time to time, they're on YouTube, or, you know, on the Patreon, or, you know, mentioning stuff. And pretty much it was a time, I think it was in 2020, it was when Woo Dude and JSNIP 4, and anyone could check out woodude.com as well. He's a great spiritual teacher, in my humble opinion. Anyway, in 2020, it was a case where I was watching, I think it was a video, yeah, I think it was, or something of that sort. And you know, Woo Dude mentioned XRP, get into XRP, and, you know, cut a long story short, I went into XRP. But what seems to happen that sort of struck me at the time, which JSNIP 4 done a video on his YouTube at the time. I think his channel probably has taken off now. What really struck me on that was basically, well, what was very interesting was, it was within the time where Woo Dude had bought in on XRP, and you just can't make it up. When he bought in, I think he bought in XRP on Coinbase. He bought his XRP on Coinbase, and but on Coinbase, you know, I think you can't do any like buy limit order. Well, you can't sort of put the digits in at that time anyway, in 2020, I believe, 3 years ago or so. So he just went in and I believe, you know, he's a shaman, in my humble opinion. You know, he's connected to you know, spirits and spiritual guide, which some do call angels, etc. Anyway, he bought in XRP, and the XRP, when he bought in on the XRP, when Spirit told him to buy it now, and he went in, he bought in, he just pressed the buy button, and then literally he bought in at XRP at 0.2222. You can't make it up. And it was like a thing of basically something to do with XRP will be, you know, would be, you know, good, and you know, it's gonna do something great. Put it this way, and use your discernment. He always mentions about use your discernment. It's much more than, you know, what you see or you hear. It's just like you have to use your discernment. Use your discernment. He's very adamant on that information. So basically, yeah, upon buying in, he bought in, like I said, and it was 0.2222, and he's like, you know, Spirit's telling him this is big, it's, you know, it's got a lot to it, you know, and the 222, you know, it's a spiritual connection, you know, and we should use our discernment in regards to the 2222, you know. So the whole thing started with Jason 4 and Woo Dude with the 222, and it's a spiritual alignment, you know, use your discernment, you know. So that at that time, that's how that came about. Now, what seems to interest me as well in that time, you know, because that time it was, like I said, there's a lot of 222s flowing about, and what was interesting is in that time there was a lot of 222s started to happen within my life. It started to become apparent in my life, and I'm like, hold on. But like I said, the whole thing, you know, the whole point of this also, just to make you aware, is about also the changes that I wanted for myself. Let's keep that in mind. Let's not derail from that. Now, and when I say change, I mean real change, in terms of not pointing fingers at others and start looking within myself, you know, rather than looking outside, start looking into myself and dig deep, and, you know, wanting better for myself, you know, my thoughts, my words, and those leads to action. So I was, you know, really concerned about my day-to-day living, on how I live, who I come across, whether it's my neighbor, a friend, you know, a family member, whoever it is, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, so I'll be showing you some compelling stuff that I've also got to share as well, to tie it all in, but not trying to stray away from the point. I'll be uploading some other videos that obviously will tie this whole thing in, and, you know, some other images and evidence to show you, you know, my findings and how, you know, I'm piecing the whole thing through. So let's just to finish up this section of the video, just to go back to, you know, the XRP, and, you know, Woo Dude buying XRP at 2222, and then the 222 starts flying all around the place. When I bought in my XRP at the time, Like as mentioned earlier in the video, JSnip4 did obviously do a video of it, and I sent him my, when I bought in, my confirmation was this. That was my confirmation, as you can see. Like they say, right, so this was December of 2020, as you can see, and that was my confirmation code right there, which is, as you can see, hence the reason why I've given, felt led to use that handle, healer 888. So that struck me, that kind of resonated with me, to say, wow, when I bought in my XRP within the time where Jay Snip and Woo Dude and all the members that was following him at the time bought in, that was my confirmation. It was like, okay, wow, okay, right. So that resonated with me, and when Jason spoke about it, it was as if I felt like, okay, there's something here. Why did I actually get that as a confirmation code? The numbers starts to speak to me. It really does starts to speak to me. But like I said, I'm gonna tie some other things in with this video as well, in regards to how the whole thing happened. But I'm gonna cut this video now and upload some other videos in the very near future, and that will obviously outline and put all the other images. I've got some really good information and synchronicities that will tie the whole thing in, and that I believe will be very compelling, to say the least. So stay tuned for my other videos that I'll be uploading very soon, and thank you very much for taking the time out. I appreciate your time. Everyone's time is very precious in this moment, in this season. The changing of the planets, crossing of the planets, the energy that's on Earth right now. So I value your time. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and whatever it is, I hope it resonates with you. Take it to the Creator, pray about it, and whatever it is, the universe, your spirit guides, and the Creator will take care of the rest. All right, so thank you very much. Healer 888. Thank you.